Okay, so we have got a special guest tonight on our team call, which I am so super excited about. I had the privilege of meeting her two Super Saturdays ago. And yeah, and it was a snowy St. Louis, right? Um, and we just had the best time and just immediately clicked. And getting to know her the last couple of years has been just super fun. And she is phenomenal at social media in general. She knows all the tips and tricks. If you are not following her, you need to. So I'll have her put her handles on the chat. But I just knew that I had a couple of requests about like, hey, let's train on social media. Like, how can we kind of create more engagement? Just ways to work on our social media presence with Facebook and Instagram. And I immediately thought of Stephanie. And so it is my pleasure to introduce you guys to Stephanie Spear. The floor
Hi.
is yours, girl.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I feel beyond honored that Tori even reached out to me. So like she said, my name is Stephanie Spear. I have been with Plexus for, I think it's been officially 2 full years in April. So um, I've loved every minute of it. And honestly, at the end of the day, just the ability to grow with this company and learn how to become a leader, because honestly, when you are a part of a company like this, a part of the atmosphere like this, you learn how to grow as a leader. We all learn in different little aspects, and social media has definitely been one of those things that I have um, definitely latched onto and wanted to learn more and more about. So Tori and I talked about kind of trying to make this a two-part sort of thing. So tonight's going to be more on the basics um, of just easy peasy social media. Where do I start? How can I engage with more people? How can I create more following? Um, so first and foremost, let's start with Facebook and Instagram. Those are huge right now, especially when it comes to social marketing. Being able to show your face daily, and I mean it daily, whether that's making a post every day, which I highly recommend that you make anywhere between 1 to 3 posts a day, which I know that can sound kind of overwhelming, 3 posts a day, but I promise I'll show you a few different tricks to make it a little bit easier. Um, or, sometimes posts just don't happen, but just engaging with your audience, whether it's one person or 10,000 people on stories, and just letting them see what your day looks like, letting them see you drinking your pink drink, or taking your probiotic, or at the gym with your active, or whatever that looks like for you, just engaging every single day. So if you don't have a Facebook app, I highly suggest you grab one. I think it's a lot easier to go ahead and put that on like your mobile device so that you can have it available to you at, click of a button, opposed to having to log in every time like on your computer, which yes, go on your computer, that's fine, but have it a little bit more available to you. That is a tool for your business. And Instagram. I know so many ladies who are so afraid of using Instagram. You got to get on there, girl. You got to, or guy, whoever. Because you probably all know, and it's going to date me a little bit, but MySpace is gone, and it's been gone for a while. And Facebook eventually, not tomorrow, but eventually will be gone. And Instagram is its predecessor. And that's kind of how that works. So let's get you on Instagram. Again, if you don't have that app, go ahead and get the Instagram app. And while you're in there, why don't you go ahead and grab the I'm blinking so hard, the not Reels, but oh no, IGTV. It'll be right underneath it. So there's a few things that we can do with that too, but you can grab that and you can play with that and look around in the IGTV. But today we're really just going to focus on Facebook and Instagram, and then I'll recommend a few other apps that you can download down the way. So one of the first things I want to do is to get you to want to be on Instagram a little bit more and engaging a little bit more is linking your Facebook account to your Instagram account. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Screen, microphone on, start broadcasting. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Instagram account here, clicking on the button. Oh, see, I was going to make a story here. And here at the bottom of the right-hand corner, you're going to see a little bubble with the person in it. We're all familiar with that. It's something that we see when we go into our back office. Well, we're going to click the top right-hand corner, the menu bar, and you're going to push settings. When you go into that, you're going to go into account, which is again with the little bubble person. And they just changed the verbiage on this, which is share to other apps, which is kind of halfway through in the middle there. Once you do that, you can click any of these apps that you might have. Honestly, a lot of them are foreign and we may not necessarily see the use of most of these, but Facebook's right on top. Go ahead and click on that guy. And then you can see I had multiple pages that I could go ahead and link together. And I clicked my top one. And then it's going to have a little bit more for you to do. But it's really basic things like signing into your Facebook account. Really, really simple. So once you do that, your accounts will be linked. And what that means is when I do something like create a story, I'll just go home. There's my friend Amy. When I go and do something like create a story, which I'll show you how to do that, or create a post, it's going to automatically put that onto Facebook for me. So I don't have to post on Facebook and Instagram. I just have to do one, and then it goes to both. So that's one way to kind of get yourself out of that scary, I don't know what to post on Instagram, post exactly what you would on Facebook. So if you don't know how to post on Instagram, let's go through that. Like I said, this is basics, but I don't want to assume that anybody knows the basics. So you can see Instagram loves to update a lot. And when they update, they tend to change things. So that's definitely something that you can ask Tori about. I see that she posts on Instagram on a regular basis. I see she posts on Facebook on a regular basis. And so she is going to keep you up to date on, hey, they changed a few things around. Let me show you. But for today, I'm going to show you how to do it on here. So you can see on the top right-hand corner, that first little emoji thing is a plus with a box around it. I'm going to click on that. Then on the bottom of my screen, I can choose post, story, reels, or live. Yes, you can go live on Instagram and it'll post over on your Facebook. I highly suggest doing that. If you are feeling like you're just scared to do lives, if you're scared to do anything on Instagram, that's the first thing I would say. Go ahead and do a live. It's going to absolutely just knock all those walls down. Everything is easy from there. But let's go ahead and make a post. So I have tons of Plex's content on here. Let's see, what do I want to post? I should have known that. So let's do this guy here. I have just a really basic photo I took of my Happy Healthy package that I got a couple days ago. I'm going to push next on the top right hand corner. I can pick any filter that I want on here. You can see there's tons I can pick from. Let's go ahead and get this one. Looks fun enough. I can edit my photo down here if I need to. Back to filters, push this little magic button. You can change the lighting a little bit, which might help you. And next, and then I can say something like, oh goodness, what should I say? Love the days I get my happy, healthy meal. Okay, so super, super simple. And then always, always, always when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, but Instagram primarily, you want to have hashtags. You can come up with any hashtags you want. And again, I can recommend a hashtag, like just tells you a bunch of hashtags that are recent right now. But first and foremost, I'll always tag or hashtag Plexus Worldwide. And then I like to just come up with hashtags that seem relevant to what I just put. You always want to have a few that are high up. Like, I'm sure there's a ton of people who have tagged love in this February month. There's going to be a ton of hashtags Insta post. There's going to be tons of those. And what that does is when somebody goes to search for something in the search bar, they are going to get your post, sorry, pink drink PI, come up first in their search bar. It's going to be something that they can find if they go into the search bar in Instagram and look up hashtag love. Well, your post is going to come up in all of those different posts, or hashtag Plexus Worldwide. Your post is going to come up, hashtag pink drink, hashtag gut health, whatever. So if somebody's on Instagram and they're looking for gut health, that's one of the best ways to get, oh gosh, I can't spell. I can't spell. H-E-A-L. That E doesn't want to do it for me. That's one of the best ways to get your content seen by the right people. You can always tag anybody. So say, for instance, let's tag my shoes. Let's tag Tori, which I think actually Tori's handle is a little different. Tori, what's your handle?
Oh, she's Crazy Faith Mama.
Oh, Faith Mama. Faith Mama. I bet I'll pop up here.
Crazy Faith.
Oh, Crazy Faith Mama. C-R-A-Z-Y.
There it is.
There you are. There she goes. So I'm going to tag her in this. I'm going to push done here at the end. I could always tag Plexus Worldwide. You can tag anybody you want to, as long as it's relevant. You can always add your location. Again, adding a location can help people find you. So say, for instance, you do Leawood, Kansas. I don't live in Leawood, Kansas, but that's okay. If people are looking for things in Leawood, Kansas, well, guess what? Your post is going to be among the things in Leawood, Kansas. And then you can see kind of here in the middle, I could post this to Twitter or Tumblr. I'm not on Tumblr, but I could do that. And then advanced settings are something that you can do, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So let's share that. My post is going to pop up here. And there we go. I made a post.
Hey, that you did or didn't use Twitter.
I do have a Twitter account. I don't use it a ton. I should use it more, but I highly recommend being open to the ideas of different social media outlets, and Twitter is one of them. You cannot really share you can't share photo. Well,
you can share a photo.
You can share photos on. It was meant specifically for like one-liners and just speaking the word, but you can now share like links and photos and stuff on there. So yeah, you could totally share like gut health is the way to go on, I mean, that's kind of random, on Twitter. And you can do hashtags on there. You can share a link on there. And who knows, somebody might grab that because you chose to use more than one form of social media. Okay, so let's make,
I did tag the anything is possible a couple weeks ago. I had like over 500 impressions and I have 10 followers on Twitter. So
absolutely, yeah,
so impressions are super high on Twitter. And I was talking to Tori last week about Plexus having a bigger voice on Twitter.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is just because so many of, I think the average age of our Plexus ambassador is between 35 and I think it's 50. And it's just having that open mindset of, okay, I can get on Instagram and then I can get on Twitter and then I can get on so on and so forth, and just opening up everybody's, mindset there. I know right now, Plexus Worldwide has Facebook is just a really great platform for us because there are so many different avenues they can use. But the more we use Instagram, the more we use Twitter, and the more we use Pinterest, and the more we use whatever, TikTok, the more those avenues will begin to open up. So let's make a story really quick just to say we did. So stories, hello. Stories are my jam. I will make at least 3 to 5 stories a day. I love stories. I'm incredibly comfortable with stories, and I feel like I can say so much in a story because it's a video, but it's a video that I can edit and fix and I can interact with you. So, so here are all my filters. So many people have asked me, where do you get the filters? You will always come up to this screen and these little filters will pop up, whether you have gone ahead and added them yourself or you haven't done that ever before. You will have some filters here on the bottom. You're going to go ahead and scroll all the way to the right. And when you do that, you'll have a little search bar. You can search in there and you can find all these cool different filters that people have made. This one's super cute. I can push try it and I can try it myself, or I can go ahead and push this little button that has an arrow going down, and that'll save it to my camera. So now, sorry, I'm gonna exit out of there and I'm gonna go back to my plain white circle. Where'd you go? Oh, well, sorry, it does have a home on it. And right next to it on the left will be the most recent thing that I have downloaded. These are super fun. This is a really fun way to engage your audience, to get them to answer questions, to get them to see you in a different light. I'm a big fan of these. I do tend to gravitate to the ones that look a little bit more natural, but just, make me look younger. Who doesn't want to look a little younger? Oh, and these super, super fake ones. It's okay to get fancy with it. It's okay to have fun with it, honestly. Every single day, this is what I do. I will make some sort of video with my pink drink, and they will get to see that I am being consistent. I'm consistently posting myself drinking it, and I'm consistently taking it. As we all know, with our supplements, consistency is key, and it's the exact same with our business. A lot of the times with these filters, you can click on the screen and let's just go to one randomly. Oh, that one doesn't have anything. For that one, sorry. Here, this guy has multiple versions. This, of course, you can see doesn't look as good with like a person, but if I flip my screen, which right on the bottom of the right hand, you can see it looks good on like objects. Okay, so I can take a video of myself just by pressing down on this button here. I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Ooh, oh, and I took a photo. If I just press down short, it'll take a photo. If I press down and hold, it's not doing it. That's probably because I'm on the video. If I press down and hold, that's why, it will take a video of me. I can add text by pushing this ABC thing and just do text. So if I wanted to do something like a magic post on my stories, I could do it via this way. And it would be not just a actual post, but it would be a magic story. I could do, and then here you can add GIFs and whatnot. If I want to do a boomerang is just like a quick, oh gosh, I think it's like 3 seconds maybe, and it rotates it really fast. You can do different layouts. Where's my hands-free? Hands-free is great if you're going to do like a video, if you're going to do a live, something like that. Again, you would record. I can't do that because I'm technically already doing a video. And then reels. Reels right now are being rewarded highly. I'm just going to say like this for a second so you can see me. They're being rewarded highly. And when I say rewarded, what that means, Instagram rewarding you means that they push your content to the top. They're allowing people to see it more who wouldn't normally see your content. So making a reel is going to be rewarded because that's what Instagram wants you to do. I wouldn't say following the man all the time is the best idea, but when it comes to Instagram algorithm, this is when you'd want to follow the man. The man wants you to make reels, so make reels. They're just 15 to 30-second videos that you can make. We'll talk about those more in depth later, but go ahead and play with that if you'd like to for the next week or so. So that's about as easy as it is. here on the bottom left-hand corner, this is how I make stories with content that I've already gathered. For instance, things like this. I just posted this recently. So somebody created this. I did not create this. It's a beautiful Plexus story. I'm going to go ahead. Personally, I love seeing not only the picture, but having music to go along with it. I feel like that increases engagement a lot. Another thing I want to see at the end of a story like this, where you can see multiple reels, I like to put up something like a poll. You'll see all of those pop up. So something like, are you ready to have healthy skin? You know, yes or no. I personally like to have two positive things, like yes or sign me up. Oh, I spelled it wrong too, whatever. You know, sign me up, something like that. They're both positive. Nothing's going to come out negative, like, you know, are you ready? No, not at all. That's not going to help anybody. So you could leave this here, and your audience can now engage with you. And doing things like this, or let's go back to this little happy face here in the middle, asking a question starts to teach your audience to engage with you. And that is very important when it comes to Instagram and Facebook, because the more engagement you have, the more the more followers you potentially can have, and the more people you will reach. And that's the whole point of this, right? We want to reach as many people as possible. So you can ask questions. I'm just putting it in the trash there on the bottom if you just pick it up and drag it. I can do something simple like this. I don't even have to say any words. I can just, let's change the color of it to make it fun. Just click the top of there until it matches my back a little bit. Oh, and that's so simple. I can even change the little emoji, pick any of these guys, push the plus and pick any ones that I want. See that? And that makes really easy. So this is a very simple engagement. This is a really easy way to get your audience participating in what you're doing. And again, like I said, I love to add music to mine. So I'll go to music. I'll pick, this is a really easy one. Little things. You can go through and pick tons of music. Super fun. Pop out of that. You could see that little scroll bar. Sorry. You could see that little scroll bar there I had at the bottom where I was going back and forth. The reason that that is important is I will see that little clip of music. It's, I don't know, not more than 10 seconds, I think. And I'm going to push send to and share. So if I push share here, well, I guess I can, it doesn't matter. I could share, wait till this button stops saying undo, share. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick my next one that goes in line with my story. And I can adjust it just by putting two fingers on the screen and pulling it, pushing it, whatnot. And I'm going to go back up, pick music. You're not going to be able to hear me in a second, but I'm going to push the little things button, and then I'm going to scroll to where my music left off. So I would scroll until it made sense. I like to look at the lyrics so I know, but sometimes that takes way too long, and I'll just kind of scroll until it looks about right. And then I like to leave it there. So then they coincide with one another. It looks like a really nice, it's not a reel, it's a story. It's a really nice put together story. And then at the end of my story, I'm going to create engagement by adding a question or a poll or the little happy face slide. And again, I would just push send, share, it would share, and then I can push back kind of in the middle of the screen there anywhere, exit out of this guy and add onto my story as much as I want to, or as little as I want to. So let's get out of there. Okay. So let's head over to Facebook. And like I said, anything that I share in here, now that I've linked my accounts, will immediately be shared on Facebook. So I don't have to worry about sharing it twice. I just had to share it that one time. Okay, so let's head over to Facebook really quick. Oh, actually, while I'm right here, this app Plann, Plann, I absolutely love that, and I will show you why in just a second. If you want to write down to grab that app at some point, I think that is an amazing, amazing app. And then another one that's really great is Preview. These apps are phenomenal for making your life as a social media marketer easier because, like we said, this is fun. And yes, we are doing social media and we tend to scroll and whatnot, but it is a part of our job if we let it be. So we're going to go on this guy here. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you know how to make a post on here, but if not, I'm going to run through it really, really fast. Right at the top of the screen, you see what's on your mind. If I wanted to do something like a magic post, I would pop on here, add whatever verbiage I wanted to. Here on the bottom, I can add a pretty background. If you ever put content and you put so many words that your background goes away, it means that you're being way too wordy. Let's take away some of that verbiage. Let's make it simpler. That is where the magic is in the magic post. If it's just enough words that you can still have a background, it's magical. So that's a really simple way to do that. I can add photos by clicking this photo button here right on the bottom. Any of those photos here. Again, let's do this guy here. My content would go here. And again, feel free to add hashtags on Facebook. You can find things on Facebook via hashtags. I can tag someone like Tori here in the middle. Tag anybody you want. Add stickers, more. You can always use these, play with these, have so much fun with it because this is so much fun. And then there at the top right-hand corner, that's when you would push post and you're ready to go. Make sure that if you want people, you want to reach as many people as possible, right next to your photo, you make it public. If you don't want to reach a ton of people, for instance, if I want to post something that isn't about Plexus, I want to post something about my kids so that my grandmother can see, I'm going to change it from public, I'm going to click on that, to just friends or only me or whatnot. I mean, it's totally up to you. You use your own discretion for your own posts, but that is an option. Don't feel like, posting one Plexus post requires you, and having tons of people see it requires, the whole world to see your whole life. That is not the case. You can totally post things public and private, post by post. Okay, so I'm going to discard this guy. Okay, so real quick, I click the bottom right-hand corner. I pick menu. Then I'm going to go to groups. And then I'm going to have you guys search for, let me find it, One Plexus photos and graphics. It looks just like this. They tend to keep the same thing. Look, Tori's on there already. I see her beautiful face. And this is a really great place to find all those pretty photos to put, to make easy stories, to make easy posts. These are great ones. All you have to do is add your own verbiage, your own words. I mean, sometimes even on these, they have the verbiage and the words for you. This is a really great resource. There's tons of resources like this on Facebook, which is why this platform is amazing for Plexus Worldwide, because they can utilize things like this. Okay, so I'm going to touch on this real quick, and then I'll let y'all ask some questions. Plan. I love this app. This is why I love this app, because I can make my stories ahead of time. And I don't mean like an hour ahead of time. I mean days and days and days ahead of time. So right now I've been a little lazy. I'm real sorry. But you can see this top left-hand story. There's a blue little like triangle there in the corner. I have this set to post for me tomorrow. I already have my post ready to go. I try to get myself to post at least once a day. And like I said, I'm big on stories. I'm not as good about posting. Posting is really important though, because it means that somebody 2 weeks from now can see the content that I put out, where stories go away within 24 hours. I can even do my stories ahead of time. I would just click this X button here in the kind of bottom left-hand or right-hand corner, sorry. I would do downloads, or if you have any of these like Dropbox, Canvas stories, any of these guys here, you can click on any of those. Go in here and I can pick the stories. Let's go ahead and use this one again because we're all familiar. Oops. Yeah. I would push next. That's all set up for me. Once those load, I'm going to push calendar. Oh, it's taken a real long time. It knows that I'm trying to do something. I push calendar here, and then I can have this post tomorrow. Oh, I just had you. I don't know why it didn't come up. Whatever. Upload. So let's just do this here. It's making me do it the long way. I'm not really sure why. That's okay. And I'm not going to have any captions. So save. So I have that ready to, oh no, it did it as a post. I'm sorry. Okay, go back to stories. Stories. Add. Okay, so these guys are, oh, I didn't select. There we go. Need to select, and then I can schedule it. They're kind of in the middle. And then I can schedule it to post. Let's see, Wednesday at, that's fine, 10:05. Save. Okay, so save there at the top. Yay. So that story, which I'm hopefully I remember to take it down because I've already obviously posted that. That story is ready. You can see there at the kind of top corner, there's a little triangle that's dark blue, and then these other guys next to it are kind of light blue. That one story is ready to go. It's ready to be posted. I am done. I don't even have to think about it. And those types of things, this tool takes it from, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Or what kind of story? I don't know. I don't have anything interesting going on. To this is my business, and these are the tools that I used to make my business work for me. I absolutely love, love, love this particular tool. I'm not upgraded on it. I haven't really felt like I needed to, but there's a button here right on the right next to the home button on the bottom left-hand corner. There's a hashtag. I like to save some. These are my pretty normal hashtags. I can make a post, click my gut health hashtags, and it's got all my hashtags already ready for me. Easy peasy. Again, such an amazing tool for this being my one of my jobs. I love it. Makes it easy, makes it way fun, opposed to a chore. Because I don't want this to be a chore at all. Strategies, results, and fight. Like I said, you can upgrade this particular app. I never have, but you can, and it can help you with strategies. Give you little color-coded boxes on. These are my Plexus ones. These are my kids' school photo posts, so on and so forth. The results would be people interacting with you. And so you're just going to, when you go in to do this, when you go in to download this app, you'll go ahead and link your Instagram account with this. And like before, we've linked our Instagram and Facebook. So pretty much automatically your Facebook account is linked as well. So you're good there. Okay, I would love to answer any questions if you guys have any questions for me.
Oh my gosh, Stephanie, amazing. Absolutely. Thank
I'm
you.
good. Thank you.
I want to know about the Plan app. As far as that, so that automatically posts to Instagram.
It does. It will automatically post.
Okay, that's great. Because the ones that I've found have just like, we're going to remind you to post. And I'm
Nope,
like,
it does it for you.
Perfect. Love that. Does anybody else have questions or want to know, or is there something specific that you would love help on for next week for our Advanced 101?
Okay, go ahead and say that one more time.
Jody, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just wondering, so does Plan work also for Facebook as well, or just Insta?
It does. I've never tried. So Jody, do you not have an Instagram account?
I do. Yeah, I use Facebook
Okay.
more, but I need to I was better with it. So I think I'm going to try and do more, because I do have them linked. I just don't always do that. But anyway.
Perfect. I'm not sure. I've never actually tried because I do, like I said, I link my Instagram and Facebook account together, and I just automatically go to Instagram and post on
Okay.
Instagram and that post on Facebook.
Gotcha.
So I would assume they do, but if not, for next time, I'll go ahead and try to find a Facebook one that only works for Facebook. But I did mention this in the beginning. I'm not sure if you were on. I really, really highly encourage you to feel like you can post whatever you do on Facebook on Instagram, because eventually one day Facebook won't be around.
That is probably true. For a variety of reasons, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you.
Well, the other thing too is that if you're linking Plan to your Instagram and then your Instagram is linked to your Facebook, that's automatically going to post to your Facebook. So it's kind of a 1 + 1 = 2, but hopefully that, I know Jody, I need to get better at being more consistent on Instagram with that. Do you find that when you post on Instagram and then it goes to Facebook, do you find that your engagement on Facebook is still the same? Or
it's exactly, honestly, I don't notice a difference with Facebook or Instagram at all. Instagram has everything to do with followers opposed to friends. And obviously on Facebook, you can make friends easier. So I have way more friends on Facebook than I do on Instagram, because I can reach out to people and say, hey, you want to be my friend? The answer is no. So I have way more engagement on Facebook than I tend to on Instagram. But I still have quite a bit of engagement on Instagram. And a lot of that comes down to, again, Instagram likes to reward those who are doing what it asks you to do. And what it wants you to do right now is Reels, which I will talk about Reels next time we hang out. We'll go over how to make a Reel, what's the importance of a Reel, what's the difference between a Reel and IGTV. But yeah, if I made more Reels, I can guarantee I'd have more engagement. Where Facebook, it wants me to make a post, make 2 posts, make 3 posts, make 4 posts. And when I do that, my engagement goes up just by making posts, because that's how that algorithm works. The more you post, the more hashtags you use that are relevant and that go with what you're talking about, the more they're going to push your content to more people.
that's what I was wondering about the algorithm for Facebook, because if you're using, because I always feel like if I'm posting to Instagram, Facebook is like, well, you're using another party to post. That's what,
that was probably the case about 2 years ago, but then they bought each other.
Yeah,
That's
Facebook owns Instagram, so they.
Yeah, so they work.
So
they work together. They want you to use them both.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Any other questions, Jody, Michelle? You've got Stephanie to yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Like, I just haven't been using Instagram. My kiddo will use Instagram. And she had to do a story on Instagram.
I love it. Well, you can be on Instagram. It is not weird to be on Instagram now. For Twitter, no, not Twitter. TikTok now is like, I always feel a little bit weird being on there. I'm like, am I too old to be on here? But no, you're not ever too old or too out of it or too Facebook driven or too Instagram driven or too whatever to go to the next platform. It's just the willingness to open your mind and say, okay, I will learn this new thing and I will destroy on here, because social marketing is just that. It's using whatever social outlet is available to you to get to whoever you can and help as many people as you can.
Right. Yep, I just got to use it more.
You got it, girl.
I got to use it, but like I post, it just depends on the day. I get quite a bit of engagement on my random posts that I do on Facebook.
That's awesome. And then I forgot to mention this. I'm sure you guys are aware, But when you do get any sort of like comments on your Facebook posts, specifically your Facebook posts, commenting back, even if it's a friend who was just kind enough to reach out where you said, hey, can you say something on here? Comment back. The more comments and actual like engagement you get, and that's more than 3 words. You can't just say, yay, that's cool. You have to say a little bit more. 4 words or more is true engagement on a post. The more engagement you get on your Facebook post, specifically in the comment section, again, the more Facebook is going to essentially reward you and show that post to more people. So there are pros and cons to that particular thing in social media marketing. Sometimes we like to get our teams on there and have people comment on our posts just to get it to reach more people. But then keep in mind that once you do that and you're engaging with those specific people, meaning like your team or your friends, Facebook is going to push it to those people first and then out. So to create that real engagement, but also get your comments up, maybe rotate the people that you have do that from time to time, help you out to push your posts, so that it's not constantly going to your friend Jessica every single time first, because Jessica already purchased Plexus from you. She loves Plexus and she's using it and sharing it as well. And we want to reach more people. So maybe instead of having Jessica do it every time, we have our friend Christine from college who, oh, hey, Christine, could you do me a big old favor? You don't need to spend any money, but could you just comment on this and just say 4 words or more? When that's going to push it to Jessica, or, oh, I missed names, whatever name I gave that person. It's going to push, now it's going to push some things to her, and she hasn't tried Plexus yet. And she supported you in a really simple, non-financial way. And then it's not pushing it to, I think we called her Jessica, who is already on your team. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that idea because I've totally done it to where like to sidelines, like, hey, I posted something about the business. Can you reach out? Like, can you post on it to push it? But to reach out to somebody who's not Plexus and just say, hey, do me a huge favor, just support my small business. I mean, they're like, yeah, sure, I can do that. But it makes them look at the post. Yeah, it makes them the next time more of your posts are coming up because Plexus or Facebook is saying, oh, well, these two are friends. I'm going to show them more. But and so it's like it's kind of like making sure all the ads go to her next time, you know, like our little Facebook ads or Plexus ads. Wow, Facebook Plexus. Woo, okay, lots of words.
Instagram is really similar in the sense that it likes that engagement. It likes. The more people you can get to push that like button, it helps push it. Where in Facebook, it's not, it is the case, but it's not as much as on Instagram. Instagram loves that like button. Facebook likes the like button as well, but it likes the actual engagement. It's going to push engagement before it pushes. You could get 100 likes, but if you could get about 40 people to comment, it's going to push to like, sorry, there's actual math to it. Let's see if I can do that math. That's 200 extra people than you would normally get to by 40 comments opposed to 100 likes. Where on Instagram, it wants that 100 likes and it'll push to an extra like 25 people that you wouldn't normally get to.
That's awesome. Are there any resources that you recommend for people getting into these things as far as like a specific person to look on YouTube, to watch on YouTube, or how did you become so knowledgeable? Would you say it was just, you know, practicing and doing things, you know, consistently every day that you learn it that well? Or?
Well, like we all know, consistency is key. So yes, using your using one or both of the apps every single day, I highly recommend. I also recommend following on Instagram. I think she's on Facebook too. I don't know if I follow her on there. Rebecca, hold on.
Rebecca Folks.
Yes, Rebecca
Yeah.
Folks. She is a diamond ambassador with Plexus. She is amazing. Our Plexus Worldwide team uses her and her amazing marketing skills. She is awesome, awesome to follow. I'm trying to think. I did do a lot of how-tos, literally just went on Google. How do I make an Instagram post? How do I make an Instagram reel? When I downloaded TikTok, I couldn't figure out at all, how do I make a TikTok? And I even just said it wrong, TikTok. I'm a beginners for dummies book friend. I love those. Those are great. So I think putting time and energy into it is worth the investment, because this is such an amazing way to reach people across the world. I mean, I've signed up a girl from Australia that I met on Instagram that I didn't know from Adam before. I didn't know this girl at all. She just randomly started following me. And when I say randomly, it really wasn't random. I was consistent about making stories every day. I was consistent about making posts every day. She found me via a hashtag. She was interested in gut health, and I had hashtagged gut health, and she looked up gut health. One of my posts came up. She looked at my story. She said, "Wow, I like your stories. They're really colorful and bright, and like have all the music going on." And that those days and days of drudgery of putting in the time and effort, I signed up a girl in Australia, and she has signed up a few of her friends. I would have never been able to reach somebody in Australia if it wasn't for social media. So I highly suggest putting in the time and energy to do a little bit of research, follow people. Honestly, one of the easiest ways to figure this out, follow people that you like their stories and their posts. If you like it, follow them. Repeat what they do, especially in Plexus Worldwide. We are all about one Plexus. If we do it and we've shared it, it means that you can do it and you can share it too. We want to share with one another, which again, go to that Facebook page that I had recommended. I can't ever remember what it's called off the top of my head. And all of that content is available to you to use.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, if Jody and Michelle don't have any more questions, we won't keep you any longer because we get you for next Sunday to go over reels, which I'm real excited about. Sorry, it was punny. I had to do it.
You're awesome.
So anyways, thank you so much for your time, Stephanie. I absolutely adore you. And
Thank you.
And you're just fantastic. And thank you, Michelle and Jody, for being on. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of the night.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Callie's